Marvel has three main heroes, but only he has gained a huge fan base due to his combat skills. He defeated the invincible Hulk in the comics. Captain America was once a frail young man. Let me take you back to the birth of this legend. In boot camp, a group of soldiers was training when suddenly, an officer picked up a grenade, pulled the pin, and threw it into the crowd. Everyone panicked and fled, but at that moment, a small figure stepped forward. It was Steve Rogers. In the theater, someone was making a loud noise, and only he stood up to stop it, but he was met with a beating. Although he couldn't match his opponent, Steve fearlessly argued his point. Luckily, his friend Bucky arrived just in time. Looking at the enlistment report in Steve's hand, it was his fifth failed attempt to join the army. Steve's frail physique was a disadvantage, but he remained undeterred by Bucky's advice at the recruitment office and still wanted to enlist and serve his country. It was this spirit that brought him an opportunity. A doctor discovered Steve and made an exception to allow him to enlist. He was chosen because the doctor valued Steve's noble qualities. Although Steve was the weakest in the military camp, he could adapt. The officer asked the recruits to compete for a flag. The recruits scrambled up the flagpole, but none succeeded. At that moment, Steve stepped forward, and all his actions were observed by the doctor. The military was about to launch a super soldier program, and the serum recipient needed to know how to control their power. The serum could make good people better and bad people worse. Soon, Steve, as the first serum recipient, was sent to the lab. The chamber door closed, and the experiment officially began. His body was injected with the super serum under everyone's watch. The door opened, and the frail man became a super soldier. Meanwhile, a spy infiltrated Hydra. He detonated a bomb, stealing a serum vial and killing the doctor. Steve immediately gave chase. With newfound abilities, he swiftly caught the car and made it stop. But the spies suddenly took a boy hostage, throwing him into the water before escaping. Steve was about to rescue him when the boy said he could swim. Meanwhile, the man was trying to escape in a submarine, but Steve pulled him out of the cabin just as he started. Faced with Steve's questioning, the man didn't hesitate to bite down on a cyanide capsule. With the doctor's death, the super soldier program was forced to end. Clearly, no one could extract the serum again for decades. Steve wanted to join the war, but the officer said no. At this point, Steve's heroic act of taking down the spy made headlines. It was now his time to shine.